Well, for those of us who have gardens at home, we're starting to see it. The fruit is, or vegetables. The fruit or vegetables are starting to come in, or they're not. How about that? How much work did you put into your garden over the last few months? That is the determining factor of what is happening right now in your garden. We've been talking about the work of the Spirit in our lives versus the work of self in our lives in this little not so pleasant to the church at Galatia. And when vegetable plants or fruit plants are healthy and well nourished, they tend to bear fruit. I mean, obviously there's lots of things that could happen. We could get hailed out, right? But typically, for the most part, proverbially, when the things that we are doing are cultivating and caring for and are healthy, that tends to bear fruit. When we live by the Spirit, when we live in accordance with the Spirit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, self-control. I think I got all of them again. I tend to skip one. I think it's faithfulness is the one that I always kind of flake out on in my brain. But when the Spirit is living and active in our lives, and part of what I mean by that is what Paul says in Galatians 5:16. So I say, let the Holy Spirit guide your lives. I'm going to just draw a little square around my Bible around that word let. That's what I do as I write in my Bible. I'm one of those people. See, I have to, you have to, we as Christians, we have to allow the Holy Spirit to guide our lives. We have to make that choice. We have to make that decision that we are going to allow, we are going to let, we're going to give control of our lives over to the Holy Spirit and allow the Holy Spirit to guide our lives. And when that happens, the Holy Spirit produces this kind of fruit in our lives: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Those things in our lives are a byproduct, actually the byproduct of our allowance of the Holy Spirit to work in our lives. It's just something that's natural. Much like the little tomato plant in our backyard is naturally giving out tomatoes because we have kept it healthy and well nourished. We've cared for it. We've prepared the soil. We've watered it. It's obviously gotten enough sun. It's only been 105 here the last couple days. When those things happen, the natural outcome is tomatoes. When we nurture our souls in a way that allows the Holy Spirit to function in our lives, the natural outcome of our lives will be love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. My hope and my prayer for you is that you are doing things to cultivate that, and you are letting the Holy Spirit guide your life. We'll talk to you again soon.